Hey everybody, welcome back to Space Marine. I actually ended up missing an audio log in the previous section, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick that up real quick.
To Lord Sharp, the power source succeeded in fueling the entire Titan Manufactorum, a remarkable feat. But I have not forgotten my true purpose on Graia, my lord. I have dedicated my life to defeating the alien horde. Now I will use the power source in a weapon that exploits the very weaknesses of our alien foe.
And that was highly informative, but yeah, I am still Negroth. Today I have a new special guest with me, Greygelgoog.
Hello.
Hi. So yeah, he actually does mention beforehand about the whole Psychic Scourge weapon that will hopefully help us defeat the orcs, or at least give us some purpose as to what the hell we're doing right now. In this, this is a pretty in-depth corridor.
Yeah, there's a lot of rooms that could potentially hold things.
Ammo crates, grenades, dead bodies.
Audio
logs.
Yeah, audio logs where you're going for that 100% completion and you never find the damn thing.
Yeah, actually though, that entire corridor was completely empty and pointless. It's just a loading area, yeah. I guess.
And it'll get worse in later levels.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. And this game is very anti-ceiling. We're you know, since we're completely out of the sewer now, they want to have brand new open skyboxes, and you know, it's just such a beautiful skybox that why even have ceilings anymore? Oh wait, we have ceilings now. Alright, well then that's just a variance. So it's a lot of variation. Oh look, there's some IG guys. We should go help them.
With our sniper rifle.
Yes, the sniper rifle with the most powerful beam ever. I obviously feel the need to go snipe tanks. So, but yeah, this little encounter can be kind of fun. It has one particular annoying factor to it, outside the fact that the IG are completely useless. There is also a plasma cannon that we haven't seen in, I guess, since the train, which was probably, you know, about an hour ago.
Yeah, they're not letting you use that plasma cannon, though.
Yeah, actually, it would have been fairly nice just to have, you know, a plasma cannon you could pick up and start using yourself, but no.
Yeah, you don't deserve one.
Oh, we got, you know, we're ultra powerful. I don't even know how that particular knob died. He just kind of keeled over.
Well, he just saw the shining awesomeness of a Grey Knight and just gave up the ghost.
He's kind of saw in between this massive dust cloud and all the rockets like exploding around that, you know, maybe it's time to die. Also, I came very close to dying there, and that's entirely due to the most dangerous enemy in the game, which are rocket boys. They should be horribly inaccurate, but yeah. You know, when I think there was like 5 of them shooting at you here, they will just rip through your health and pretty much kill you.
Disturbingly accurate artillery fire from them.
Inquisitor, your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the sergeant then, Captain.
No, Drogo. The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
All 10,000 of them will follow me and kill me and then take it.
Bastion Primus is that.
This doesn't seem like the most prudent battle strategy. I guess, you know.
I'm noticing flaws in this plan, yeah.
Maybe if like they could take the power core out of it and maybe have like a decoy power core.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
But I don't think there's really a way to make like fake warp energy to confuse an orc. But I don't even actually think that the war boss even cares about the fact it's like a power source. He doesn't actually know. Yeah, he doesn't know what the hell it is. It's just someone else has it and he wants it, so that's good enough.
It's the orc variant on kleptomania.
On a different note, we actually have an assault battle pod, or drop pod. We haven't seen one of those in a while. It actually has Well, it looks like it has a brand new, shiny, glowy weapon for
Ooh,
us.
more sparky things.
Yeah, that's a surging, you know, power weapon. And obviously it's a little bit bigger than our axe. That's the Thunder Hammer. That Thunder Hammer is pretty much the last, you know, melee weapon we are going to be getting in the game. It's also the most powerful and also the slowest thing in the goddamn game. Thankfully, though, it usually kills things fast enough to where its speed isn't really a problem.
You also lose all versatility with your weapons.
Yeah, for some reason the fact that you're now having to carry this thing with two hands, that limits you down to, I think, pretty much just the bolter and the bolt pistol. Thankfully, though, that's not too much of a hassle. But another fanciful audio log here.
Benjamin, we've waited as long as we can. Where are you? The orcs are crossing the mainline bridge. I have to get Hannah and your mother out of here. When you get this message, leave immediately. Go to Hab Block 74. We're going to gather with others from our shift group. We have your things. Come and find us. Stay safe.
Finding random worker texting.
Yeah, I think right now there are about 3 different sets of these audio logs going on, and I think there's probably about 15 or 16 of them total that are all just specifically saying, hey, we're not here right now because there's a bunch of orcs, meet us here. Hey, you didn't meet us here, so we had to go. And it just keeps on going from there, and it's just, yeah, we kind of got the message the first time.
We're not available right now. There's sort of a Xenos invasion going on.
It's not that impressive of an invasion, but it's enough to scare us into running away constantly.
Well, to be fair, I think these guys would be kind of scary to the average civilian.
Yeah, well, not to us. We've already killed, you know, a good 2,000 of them by now, so it's kind of useless by now.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, keep at it.
But keep up what you're doing. They're obviously going after you.
Our path open.
Keep what you're doing so they'll kill you instead of us.
To Lord Sharp, the weapon is working. Integrating the power source makes this weapon far more devastating to the alien biology than I'd envisioned. My lord, I believe that this weapon, this psychic scourge, could end the alien threat against the Imperium for all time.
Yeah, that actually reminds me. There was this rather recent FPS game called like Frontlines, and there was a line in it where you know, they're all under fire. One of them gets a call from their commanding officer going, you know, keep up what you're doing, and he replies in like the whiniest voice, but what we're doing is dying. And it's just so pathetic. But speaking of not as pathetic, we actually get to fight a war boss now.
Weird boy.
Weird boy. I get all the boys mixed up. But yeah, this can be a rather difficult encounter, depending on whether or not you realize what you're actually supposed to do here. Sometimes you may not even notice that little targeting marker above the weird boy, but yeah, he's actually, well, he's going to constantly spawn in every other type of enemy we've seen so far, and the only way to progress is to find him, which can be kind of difficult.
He's somewhere.
Yeah, the targeting marker isn't always the most helpful thing. Sometimes it's a bit counterintuitive.
Yeah, I just try to stay airborne as much as possible.
Yeah, I will say that actually doing the ground pound with the Thunder Hammer is actually pretty powerful. And thankfully, for some reason, after the weird boy dies, every other orc that he spawned in, just their head explodes. I think we were discussing it before that it's probably just the fact that he has so much of the orc psychic energy, the wah, that it just causes an overload when he dies, so that anything nearby just kind of dies with him.
Well, that's the reason we're going with anyways.
It makes sense.
I say we stay here. This factory is a far better place than the Hab blocks to make a last stand.
A last stand? You're no Skitari, Caleb. Workers, alert. Xenos presence detected. This is not a drill.
If I'm gonna die today, I want to face it straight on.
You stubborn fool. You are not going to die today. There's got to be a place where we can hide.
I'm pretty sure he died today.
Yeah, I think I do end up missing one more audio log that I think I'll just show up in the next update. Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, they die.
That's a spoiler.
Well, sadly, we never find their corpses, like, you know, holding each other or spooning. I guess they're brother and sister, so that'd be kind of weird.
Are they?
But yeah, I think
was that ever mentioned?
Fuck if I know. The plot in this is just one of them could be a Primarch, and I honestly would not know.
Primarch Caleb decided to stay in the factory.
Yeah, I guess I should do my last stand.
Encrypt recording. Authorization Drogon, Inquisitor Ordo Xenos. I have arrived on Graia to begin my research. This work could change the course of history. I would be a fool to leave no record. The Imperium must not forget the good I have done. But these journals will remain sealed until my death. For here I will speak the truth that could damn...
I don't see what could possibly be heretical about shooting warp energy into Xenos brains.
Well, we haven't gotten into the full scope of what his experimentations entail. We just recently found out that he was doing something horribly heretical and extremely dangerous. And, you know, what better place to do that on a Forge world full of super dangerous weapons and titans. But
maximum danger.
We have a really big fight down here, and I'm trying my best to do a dramatic jump down there, and you know, just the level architecture was not really going with it on that.
Well, I'm sure from ground level it looked impressive because they didn't see you getting stuck in the ceiling.
Probably they're all laughing internally at the fact they probably did catch me like jumping upwards into the ceiling and then hearing me like plum 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 plum, like plodding around trying to find my way down. But yeah, I would say this is a good epic fight, but you know, it's kind of sparse. It's got a few rockets being shot at you. There are actually a few IG guys up in the rafters, like shooting their impotent little las guns. But you know, really, it's a pretty empty arena.
Yeah, I kept wanting to try to draw a comparison. It's like, oh well, it's like the arenas in Painkiller. It's like, no, see, Painkiller actually had enemies in it.
Yeah, I mean, even looking at, I know some people are going to say, well, you know, the earlier trailers they went through design changes and things like that, but I don't understand why they would go through a design change to eliminate enemies. That seemed to be the entire point of the game, was, you know, to have huge hordes of enemies to cut a swath of bloody rage through, and not, hey look, here's a big, this room is huge, and they give you like 12 enemies, and it's just like,
wasted opportunity. They really could have filled this place.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with like the range on the Thunderhammer, like its swinging arc is massive.
Combined with the jump pack.
Yeah, really the ground pound has a pretty large like AoE effect to it. But yeah, I guess like the Weird Boy fights kind of even that out to some degree, because if you don't kill the Weird Boy, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of enemies. But that can get kind of tedious, because some of the enemies it spawns in are mostly rocket boys, and they'll kill you.
And the occasional knob.
Yeah, I would say knobs are a bit easy to take down with the Thunderhammer,
yeah,
just because. Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to do like the stunning strike, and they'll pretty much get stunned by just like the normal attacks. But this right here is pretty much the last little stepping stone in the level, combat-wise, I would say. And the reason I'm just kind of murdering orc boys is mostly just to work up the fury, because there actually is another Weird Boy in this room. Otherwise, I would just completely ignore these guys and go to the next area. But yeah, I want to, there's a nice little trick to basically dealing with any of these weird boy arenas. And that's basically much like the knob. If you got your fury going, you go, well, first I gotta find the weird boy. Oh, there he is. See his little green bubble. But yeah, you turn on your fury, you just walk over to him, and you instantly kill him. And the difficulty has been bypassed.
And the orc invasion collapses, and we win.
Yeah, I actually get a pretty good shot of just conga line of heads exploding. I think it's an effect that most people probably don't even notice, but it's a nice little touch that they will never use again. I don't think that there are any more weird boy fights.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there any more weird boys after this? I don't think there are.
Yeah, I think that, well, it's weird enough the fact that there were 2 weird boys in the first place. Well, actually, I mean, I guess if you count that that first one we met, there might have been 3.
They bothered to bring 2. For all we know, he brought 10 with them just to be thorough.
Yeah, but I was about to say realistically speaking, but you know, in the sense of lore, no, they really usually don't have multiple weird boys. Also, just great reasoning. I'm out of fuel.
Suddenly.
Yeah, there was just a huge black hole there for petroleum-based items.
Primus command.
No, there aren't.
But thankfully, we're now the bustling front lines. They're defending against.
There it is.
They were. They're sometimes enemies. But yeah, this little area is actually kind of interesting, just for the mere fact that they have a rather large assortment of IG vehicles that we will never see again.
Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain.
Kind of reminds you there could have been an epic war here.
Inquisitor and his doomsday.
Yeah, except there's not. You got big cannons there, and they're never going to go firing, and it's just, yeah, it's pretty great. But actually, that's pretty much the end of the update. We're going to hop on this Valkyrie. I want to thank Greygelgoog for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't fuck up your name.
No. Everybody else does, but you know.
But yeah, we'll see you next time for more Space Marine.